Hey guys, this is Gamer Tylea, and I did the same thing as I did with Dante's Inferno, and I just finished Turning Point. Last week I finished Dante's Inferno on Friday, and I had to come up with some random thing on Saturday, and now I have to come up with something for tomorrow. And I only play for about 1 hour a game a day, so I think pretty much all the games that you play can be finished in about 4 hours. Anyway, I finished this game, and as I said, it got kind of boring doing some stuff, and when I get kind of annoyed when the people that you're working for or keep screaming at you, keep up the pace, you need to hurry up, and there's like 15 guys shooting at me at the same time, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know how I will turn up the speed when there's 15 guys shooting at me and killing me. um, I don't know why the game froze yesterday. I think my theory is because of my console being warm, even though I hadn't played for that long. Um, but that's the only explanation I can come up with, because today it worked not not totally fine. There's some bugs and stuff. So um, anyway, Turning Points. I don't know. I actually love the story. The story is awesome. But it's kind of confusing how they move. Because at one point I'm at the White House, and suddenly I'm in London, and I don't know that I am in London. I just suddenly there, and if there was some kind of understanding between the locations, I wouldn't have complained as much as I am. Because you start in New York, and suddenly you're in Washington, and then you're in New York again, and then you're in London, and then you're going to New York, and it's weird. I want to know that now you're changing your location, not okay, how did I get here? Um, I did understand the jump between New York and Washington, because they were talking about the White House, and that kind of made me understand that, oh, I'm going to Washington D.C. now. Um, but I never got how I got to London. That part I never realize or understand how I get there. Maybe I missed the cutscene or whatever, but I didn't really understand that I was in London until I saw the London Bridge. um, yeah. I had to do the bridge, I think, a lot. Um, because at one point I forgot that I was going to be that there was a trigger area that when I get at a certain point on the bridge, there's going to spawn enemies on my behind back, and shooting at me at that direction that I came from. Um, so I died. But then I remembered, uh, but got killed because of the cannons on the ship. There's a lot of things to think about when you're on this bridge. Uh, but being inside the Zeppelin was kind of fun, even though there was like 100, I don't know, about 100 of these people shooting at me, not at the same time, but at different occasions. And they keep telling and yelling at me, keep going, you you have to do this. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. I can't do anything when I, because in this game you can't rush. At some points you can't rush. You have to take your time and use a sniper, for instance, and find each guy, and you have to go between rooms. You have to move, kind of not quiet, but they told me to be quiet, but that's kind of hard when you have a shotgun and an MP50. That sounds like hell, and when you're throwing grenades and when they throw grenades, it's kind of hard being quiet. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to run. Um, I don't know what to say. It's not the game that I was hoping for. I thought it would be more fun. Um, I don't know what to say. Right now, Dante's Inferno is before this, and I think right now I think this would be at the bottom, and I'm kind of happy that I didn't spend more than 20 Swedish kroners on this one. Um, yeah, I did borrow a friend of mine's CD or DVD game uh, in case mine was effed up, but it worked, so now I can return his. Um, on Sunday, I'm going to start with Mindjack, and I'm so excited. Um, but I don't know what I will do for tomorrow. Maybe I'm just going to make an update and talk about my favorite games. Yeah, let's do that. Um, so you guys can get to know me better and know what kind of games that I like and stuff. So even though I've already told some like Fable, Assassin's Creed, Gears of War, and those kind of games. Uh, anyway, tomorrow I'll make an update about my favorite games. So you will have a little input on the genres that I want to play, even though you can just give suggestions on sports games and stuff. The only reason, the only criteria I have, as I said, is it's not the game that should have been uh, very commercialized, or you see it on TV or billboards or in the magazines or newspaper or whatever. That's my criteria. It's not like a game that reaches everyone. It's kind of like one game that it's only in the store. It's like one tiny poster, or there's no posters at all and stuff. So I know in Sweden, if my ex-boyfriend wouldn't have talked about it, I would never know that Madden existed, like, for instance. So, um, that kind of. But now I'm not the one that's looking at game lists all the time, but I do watch a lot of TV. I do search a lot on the web. I go to stores a lot, so I usually go and look in the stores to see if there's a game that I haven't played that's pretty unknown to me. Then I will just keep searching for it, so I'll find a cheaper one. Um, yeah. So tomorrow it's going to be like an impro. I'm going to talk about my favorite games. So, because Turning Point is finished, and I don't want to do some more research on it. I just want to leave this behind me now. I'm going to turn it in somewhere and not play it again. But my friend liked it, so he can have it. But he already has, so. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!